Howdy guys, it's me, and I'm moving on now to Sonic Adventure 2. I did say I would, and I'm going to. Again, I'm talking as I play this. This is kind of like a more of a let's play than a playthrough in my books. So, now I'm going to get started with this. On VG playthrough, I tackled the how can I? Oh, sorry, I'm forgetting where I'm even at. On VG playthrough, the non-commentary channel, I played the Dreamcast version. There we go. And here I am playing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on my PS3, because I have the Battle DLC stuff on here. There really isn't too much difference, but I figured I'd show both sides of the coin. So the non-commentary version is the original Dreamcast version. This is the remake. I kind of copied and pasted that in because for whatever reason the title screen came up before that did. So yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, or Sonic Adventure 2 whatever, is the second game in the Sonic Adventure series. And I'm obviously going to start a new file for the playthrough. So, what's the difference between Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle? Not much. There's a few extra modes in Battle which make it the superior version, if you ask me. Anyway, the big difference is that you don't have 6 characters, you just have 3 teams. So 2 different stories to select instead of 6 different stories. You can play as the heroes or the bad guys, which is a really unique thing. But, you know, I'm a good guy. I'm a big fan of Sonic and Tails and Knuckles, so I'm going with the heroes.
Sigma Alpha 2 heading due south over the city. We're en route. Everything's a go.
This is Control Tower. We have you on radar. Report cargo status of captured Hedgehog aboard. Over.
That's a 10-4. Cargo secured on board and... What?
Didn't copy that. Over.
Gone. He's taking out everyone aboard and...
What's wrong?
What in the
Come
world?
in. Over.
Freeze! What do you think you're doing? Get that Hedgehog!
Talk about low-budget flights, no food or movies. I'm out of here. I like money better.
So yeah, the story gets off to a bit of a surprising start. Sonic is actually in trouble. For God knows what reason. And well, this level gets off to a pretty darn good start. This is City Escape, and many people consider this to be the best level in the game. And I wouldn't disagree. It's a very memorable level. And a very good starting level. So yeah, Sonic was in trouble with the law by the looks of it. And, you know, that poses the question, Sonic's the hero, what's he doing in trouble with the law? Well, you'll find out as we progress through the story. I know you'll find out is my brother's favourite thing to bloody say to me. But, well, I can kind of see why he says it. When you destroy a robot, they unleash these, like, little drives, and you can use them in a Chao Garden. At the moment, I can't destroy this bot because I don't have the upgrade for it. But there are more upgrades in this game than there were in Adventure. Adventure, you like had 2 upgrades each, but Sonic's got quite a few upgrades this time around. This game introduces grinding, which is kind of cool. Works okay. And yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 is pretty darn cool. I kind of love, you know, really love the gameplay here. At least with Sonic I do. But I'll get into the other gameplay styles when I get to them. But the high-speed gameplay is definitely awesome. Definitely incredible. And yeah. Kind of stumped to find things to say now, but yeah. I think this level was kind of based on San Francisco. I don't know. I'm British and I've never been to America, so I wouldn't know anything about what they're like. If you destroy this box, you can get a key to the Chao Garden. But I didn't show it off in the first adventure, so I can't see the point of showing it off in the second adventure game either. But let's just say that the Chao Garden in Adventure 2 is far superior to the Chao Garden in Adventure 1. There's a lot more to do, I think. I mean, if you're not a fan of the Chao Garden, it won't change your mind, but... Well, I like the Chao Garden in this game. I have actually poured a few, you know, a little bit of time into it. I haven't gone nuts or anything, but yeah. Right. I'm trying to get on these bars because I think it makes things easier. There we go, like so. Remember those iron boxes on the floor of this level? You can get an upgrade called Magic Hands down there. It's the most useless upgrade in the game though, so I don't know why you would want it, but it's there if you want it. In fact, I think nearly every level is an upgrade. I'm not entirely sure about that, I could be wrong. Yeah, grinding's pretty cool. It'll be even better when I get the bounce bracelet, because I can then bounce on the grind rails and make things just move so much more smoothly. Anyway, the end of the level kind of introduces us to this gun truck that just chases us. They brought this back in Generations, because this whole level obviously came back in Generations. I mean, the gun truck in that game was a lot more brutal. I mean, it had chainsaws and everything. It's like, Jesus Christ, isn't this thing threatening enough as it is? I mean, look at it. Why would you need to add saws to it? Oh, that was big! I don't know if you noticed him, but on the right side, just a little bit further back, you could see Big running away. Big cameos in this game. And I'm not the most observant person in the world, so don't be surprised if I miss it. You can get close to these things and whistle and you'll get an animal for the Chao Garden. But like I said, I'm not going to the Chao Garden. I just figured I'd show it off. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled for the big cameos, because I sure as hell probably will not notice them. I am the most unobservant person ever.
Too easy.
And you also get ranked now. When you beat a level. Which is kind of cool, I suppose. But some of the A ranks, which you obviously need to get if you want emblems and thus to unlock like extra content, like Green Hill Zone, you need practically every emblem, I think. Takes a long time to get.
This game of tag is boring.
And I've never cared to bother trying.
Finally decided to show up, man. Okay, bring it on.
First boss in the game is pretty darn easy. You'll find yourself bumping heads with these guys a lot, you know, GUN, which is aka the military. This boss is rather easy. You're supposed to kind of wait, but I can never be bothered to do that. I always just stand on a box and just hit them as soon as I can. You're actually supposed to wait for them to land. I mean, you may take a few hits here and there, but it's really not hard. I mean, like I say, I can take these guys out, this guy out pretty darn quickly just by using the box method. You are actually, like I say, supposed to land and wait, you know, wait for them to land, I should say, so that they can, so that you can attack them that way, but it's much easier and quicker just to do it this way.
Hey guys, take care.
Makes this boss a complete and utter joke. Well, yeah.
What?
It all starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate power.
That's the Chaos Emerald! Now I know what's going on. The military has a stake in me for the likes of you. So, where do you think you're going with that emerald? Say something, you fake hedgehog!
Chaos Control!
He's fast! Hey, it's not his speed. He must be using the Chaos Emerald to warp.
I'm the world's ultimate life form. Farewell.
What is
So yes, Sonic gets arrested because of the fake hedgehog, who's known as Shadow, but we'll get to that when I get to it.
Just let it go. You just don't know when to give up, do you?
What are you talking about? That emerald's mine. You got that? The Master Emerald contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emerald. That makes it very powerful.
What the? What?
Look who's calling who at me. I think they're following the signal from the Emerald. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Master Emerald, isn't it? Dr. Eggman.
So that's Dr. Eggman.
I'll just take it with me. Farewell, knucklehead. Not if I can help it.
What was that all about? And look what you did to my emerald!
I did that to prevent the Master Emerald from being stolen, you idiot. If it's in pieces, I can restore it. And by the way, that's not your emerald. I'll into it once I get back to the base.
And he never mentions it again.
I despise anyone who takes jewels from me. All the world's gems are mine to keep.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Batgirl.
So yeah, this is a kind of thing going on the side. Knuckles and Rouge obviously arguing over the Master Emerald. Rouge is a massive fan of jewelry and she wants to add the Master Emerald to her collection. But obviously we know that the Master Emerald is guarded by Knuckles. Anyway, Knuckles' stages, and Rouge's for that matter, but we won't cover them until we get to the Dark Story, is treasure hunting again. And while Knuckles controls really well, still, I do not like these treasure hunting stages one little bit. You can only look for one emerald at a time, and it bugs the fuck out of me. Wait, I'm back here somewhere. Now, no doubt I'll look over the footage later and find out it was right in front of me and I completely and utterly missed it. There we go. With this stage I always tend to find that there's one emerald like down below and like one emerald up here, one emerald on the other side as well. But you know, sometimes it can differ and sometimes not be what I expect it to be. But yeah, I don't like the fact that you can only find one emerald at a time. I find that really annoying, in fact. And I also really don't like the fact that these stages are so huge and you're expected to find the emerald in these massive stages, and it can take time. It can really take time. Yeah, I really have to say I'm not a fan. Well, duh, I mean... Stone Statue Quartet. See, the hint system kind of counts on you knowing what this level design is. Stone Landing. See, I'm just kind of using this as an example of showing off the hint system, kind of. I've never had problems with this level. I can normally blast through it in seconds. Okay, the gimmick here seems to be blast open the bloody rocks. I mean, this first emerald was found by blasting over the fucking rocks. This is completely different. I mean, I've never had this before. There's nothing over here. You know, I would have preferred it, like I said, if it had been handled like the Adventure 1 treasure hunting stages. I mean, I wouldn't have liked him that much anyway, but... Okay, this is one of the few cases where the emeralds actually are genuinely scattered in unpredictable ways. I'm going to have to go back down below then. Let me just double check around here first. But yeah, I don't know, I think it just makes things more time consuming. Okay, I suppose it was probably done because of the multiplayer, because they have multiplayer. But I still don't like it. I mean, what would have been the issue with making it like Sonic Adventure? You know, being able to find all 3 emeralds, any emerald shards in any order in the single player, but in the multiplayer making it so you can only find 1 at a time. I mean, I wouldn't have had a problem with that, but...
Yeah, I feel good.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not a fan of the treasure hunting stages. It kind of drags Sonic Adventure 2 down a bit for me. I'm not a fan at all. Really, just disappointed with them from start to finish. Just think, oh god. Okay. Now let's move on to Tails' gameplay.
There's no mistake about it. This must be the island. It's a secret military base that is reinforced and super strong. It's called Prison Island. I heard the news about it on satellite TV. I still can't believe that Sonic destroyed the military building or robbed the bank. Wait for me, okay, Sonic? I'm on my way. What? Hey, look, it's Amy. And Eggman, too. What's Amy doing here? Doesn't matter. I have to help Amy because she's in danger. Tornado transformation!
Okay, it has to be said that Tails' voice act... You know, Tails' voice acting in this game is terrible. I mean, the voice, fair enough. You know, the voice itself I haven't got an issue with. But it's the acting. It sounds like the guy who's voicing Tails in this game is just reading from his script and isn't actually bothering to put effort or emotion into it. I mean, to be fair, I think at this point the guy who was playing as Tails, yes, it was a guy, actually was reaching a sort of age where he was probably starting to, well, he was close to the point where he was losing his voice, you know, not losing his voice, but his voice was maturing. But yeah, this battle's easily beaten. So easily beaten. Just shoot the crap out of him. But yeah, I kind of had to bring that thing up about Tails' voice acting because it's terrible in this game. I'm sorry, it is.
This time I'll let you go, but the next time we meet, you won't be so lucky.
Wow, Tails, you did it! But what are you doing here on this island? I'm the one who should be asking that question. Don't you know it's dangerous here? I know, but I'm here to save my hero, Sonic. Again? Hurry! I know Eggman's up to no good again. Okay, just stay here and I'll be right back. Come on, settle our lives. Don't leave without me. I want to help Sonic too.
Okay. So, Tails had to come to Amy's rescue. I don't know why she couldn't have whipped her hammer out and smacked him about, but... I mean, I know her hammer's not very strong, but still, she didn't even try. And we'll find out that she didn't even try in the Team Dark story. But yeah, this is Tails' gameplay. Tails is trapped in a mech. I don't know why. Maybe he's paralysed from the waist down or something. That's the quip that many people seem to make about it. But yeah, he's trapped in his mech for the whole of this game, which is kind of disappointing. And his gameplay is essentially the same as Gamma's from Sonic Adventure. So, he shoots, locks onto robots, shoots them down in order to proceed. There are a few platforming elements, but they're not as good as Sonic's stages. Yeah. But I don't hate them. I think they're okay. The only thing that kind of bugs me is if you're not aware, if you haven't played this before, you're going to get jumped on by quite a lot of enemies. Like here. Come on, I know you want to... Okay, it's not here, it's later on in the level. But I know there's one area that's exactly identical to that, which just goes to show the levels aren't, that differently designed. But whatever. Oh, for God's sake, I didn't mean to fall. But yeah, sometimes enemies just drop out of the air and it's really out of nowhere and it can kind of be annoying. But do I hate this gameplay? No, I think it's kind of fun. I can tolerate it. I think it's fun, to a degree. I mean, Gamma certainly had better controls, but I think that Tails has slightly better levels, Tails and Eggman, because, let's not forget Dark Story as well. And the 3 gameplay styles are identical in that game as well. But yeah, you're just going through these stages, shooting, destroying robots in order to open gates. It's pretty self-explanatory, really. On VG Playthrough, I have a video up showcasing where you can get all of the upgrades. I'm obviously not going to be able to collect every upgrade in this this Let's Play. But, if you're interested, head on over to VG Playthrough. I've already uploaded a video called Sonic Adventure 2 Power-Up Locations. And, yeah, I kind of showcase where they all are. But, oh, for fuck's sake. But yeah, if you're interested, check that out. I'm only going to collect a few upgrades, the ones that I can in any case. So yeah, Tails can get hit without rings and he still won't die. See, here we go. I knew that one would come dropping down. Tails can get hit by enemies without any rings and he still won't die. You may notice that he has a life bar at the bottom of the screen, which is kind of different, I suppose. I mean, even Gamma didn't have a life bar from what I remember right. I think you need to get on this lift. So otherwise that door won't open, which is a little bit annoying because you can't really see the enemies because of the camera, but whatever. Anyway, shoot the crap out of things again. I don't have the power up to destroy these iron crates, but when you do get it, come back here, shoot these crates out of the way and you can get another power up, a laser, I think. So, yeah.
I did it!
Like I said, it's all in my power up locations video on VG Playthrough. So feel free to check that out if you're really interested in where to get all these, all the power-ups. But the laser power-up is not a compulsory upgrade, so I'm not going to bother with it. Look, I would have to backtrack to get it, and I really can't be fucked to backtrack through levels. It was okay in the adventure one, because all the upgrades were in the adventure fields, and I could get them any time, but no, not in this game. There's no hub worlds here. I'd have to backtrack through levels.
Huh? Amy?
Keep your voice down. Have no fear. Amy Rose is here.
how'd you get here?
Well, if you gotta know, I caught a ride with Tails. Are you sure you don't need my help? It looks like you could use it.
The reason I'm in here is because of that fake hedgehog.
You mean that black hedgehog?
Did you see it? Where is it now?
If I tell you, will you marry me?
No way!
I thought I had you this time. That black hedgehog came here with Dr. Eggman.
So, Eggman's behind this, huh?
What's all that writing on the wall anyway? Did you write that? Wait for me, Sonic! He's such a brat sometimes.
Oh, Amy. I don't think she was as bad in this game, but still a little bit too damsel in distressy, maybe. I'm not going to complain too much. Anyway, this is Metal Harbor, Sonic's second stage. It's quite easy to get to grips with. The only thing that's annoying about the stage is getting an A rank, which I've never really bothered to attempt to do because it requires... well, you'll see. And this is also a level where we can pick up our first power-up with, well, with Sonic, obviously. Just come up here, and... oh, for fuck's sake. I didn't mean to fall. Excuse my French. Light shoes! Light dash to move at light speed along paths of rings. The action window will appear near rings. Press the circle button to get them. Or, you know, whatever button it tells you to press on the other controller. See how quick it is this time! In Adventure, it's kind of slow, but in this game's kind of, you know, much faster. It's not a pace breaker anymore. I like it. So yeah, that's Sonic's first power-up, and it's the power-up you can get in Metal Harbor. So I'm pretty sure, like I say, you can get power-ups in other levels. Practically all the levels. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, this level's not too long actually. I can get through it pretty darn quick. Yeah, this is the reason why I've never bothered to get an A rank here. Because you've got to get all the way to the top. And there is a alternative handle you can jump up to. I probably could have done it, but I wasn't gonna bother. I wanted to get through this. Maybe later on I'll attempt it, but I've never actually bothered to attempt it, just purely because I'm convinced I would fuck it up. This kind of feels awkward to control, this, you know, this part, but okay. I must be the only person in the world that feels that way. But yeah, that's Metal Harbor. We're done.
Just made it.
So now we're gonna go and face off with Shadow. Because we didn't get properly get a chance to last time, so let's teach that fucker a lesson.
So far, so good. Hey, that's...
That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
I found you, Faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Huh. You're not even good enough to be my fake.
I'll make you eat those words.
There's no time to play games. You won't even get the chance.
Oh, really? Okay, so this one... I mean, I'll admit it's not as much of a joke as,
I'm the coolest.
I'm the coolest. That is the most anti-fucking Shadow line ever. I'm the coolest. You cock. Taking advantage of my laughter. Yeah, these are a little bit more challenging than the Adventure 1 ones, but still not that hard. Just kind of got to take advantage of, you know, when shadows like this.
Do you know who I am?
I'm Sonic the motherfucking Hedgehog, you bastard. Oh. What the fuck is Shadow's mouth hanging open like that for?
Shadow, what are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with you on it!
Blows up?
Shit!
Gotta get out of here. Find Amy.
Sonic's mouth's not even moving. Anyway, see you guys in the next part.